gonna have 5 low competition niches for you. Now, one thing I always recommend, just because I'm sharing them with you, doesn't mean you don't double check for trademarks and copyrights. And these ideas I'm sharing with you is because they are selling right now. Now, what else can you do to enter this niche and create your own unique idea? That is the main concept here. All right, now we go over the niche, we go over the competition score, and after every single niche, we go over the prompt idea. And everything I'm sharing with you is going to be down below in the description. Okay, if you want all these niches in a nice spreadsheet, that's down below, and that's a free download. And I do this every single week on this channel. Only thing I ask is you smash that like button, and let's get into the content.
So the first niche idea, if Crabby, please return to beach. Now, a lot of funny sayings for the beach right now because it's summertime, right? And people are going to the beach. What are people doing? That's one thing that you want to think about is what are people doing right now? They're going outside. They're playing. There's volleyball going on. There's a lot of people going swimming. There's a lot of people enjoying tanning in the sun right now. Okay. Any outdoor sports activities or people doing things, anything like that work really good. Okay, and also too, just think of different foods. What people are eating right now. That's one thing right here. So 4.8 out of 5, 24 ratings. If Crabby, please return to beach. It's one of those like a summer funny type of design. Okay, works pretty good, obviously. Last 30 days by looking at the sales rank right here. We look at the sales rank to help us to see that there's a demand. And there's definitely demand. So when it goes, so it's up, drops down, it made a sell, 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 made a sell. That means that there is a really good demand with this. And it seems like during some of the weeks, it's probably making anywhere between 3 to 5 sales a week, which is really good. Okay, now you do that with multiple designs, you definitely can create a good amount of income, stream income with this right here. All right, so come over here. You can see like the different concepts, the different ideas over here, and we have a result of 129. Now we come over here into ideogram. If Crabby, please return to the beach. Sun, salt, sand, feeling beachy. You can see this cute little crab with the seashell. Pretty cool stuff going on here. If Crabby, please return to the beach. Okay. Sun, salt, sand, feeling beachy. Another one. Oh, that's a cool one. And right here, as far as anything right here, you're looking, this is the prompt idea that I put into Ideogram. Ideogram, if you're not aware what that is, it's just an image generator. There's a few out there that you can use as far as like ChatGPT, Nano Banana. There's quite a few out there that you can use, but my favorite one to use is Ideogram.ai. You can use whatever one you want, okay, when it comes to creating a design with this. It's one of my favorite ones because it seems to get the text down pretty good for the most part when it comes to creating these AI images. And then everything I'm going to have down below, as far as I'm going to have all these niches in a nice spreadsheet for a free download that you can download. That's going to be down below too as well. And then also too, I have a paid research called the Top Research Design Vault. You get 20 niches every single week. Okay, we've been dropping them every single Friday consistently. Just passed over 2,000 niches. So when you sign up, you get access to 2,000 niches, keywords, the niche, the prompt idea, and you get 20 of those every single week. Research done for you. So very, very powerful. That's going to be down below in the description. So do not miss that. Next one. This is probably a really cool one. I created actually 2 of them inside of Ideogram. So I wanted to share that with you. That way you can get an idea of this one right here. This is a Hawaiian pickleball. Okay, look. So it's a pickleball, and smiley little face, the sun, the little like the tropical Hawaiian style with the little flowers right there, right? Really cool. This is a really cool one. Now, one thing too is like when you see something like this, so pickleball, what else is going to work? Baseball, volleyball, football, every single sport you can possibly think of is going to work with this, because I've seen a few designs already that are making sales in different categories. And as you're going to see, it's made a sell already, made a sell, and it's kind of trending downwards going into the summer. Okay. Especially you can see how they're using the keywords like Hawaiian pickleball. This is solid right here. All right, we go over here. Now look at, there's a volleyball right here. Kind of see what they did there. This is the one that we're looking at. And here are the other pickleball ideas there. So they're definitely making sales. So I just want you to think about that. Like when I'm sharing this with you, what else can you do? 108 results. Let's go over here into the actual, and this is the prompt that I put in. Okay, right, you see that? That's the prompt that I put in. All right, and then you're gonna see this is the image. Now I want to be careful, like when we showed you that one right here. Just be careful with like, you know, using like the Crocs or anything like that. Would be very careful. You don't want to be infringing on anything like that. So, but I just wanted to share the concept, give you an idea of, you know, what can be done over here. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, I wouldn't do it. But look at this, pretty classically. They're actually all clean. They're all pretty good in their own way. Okay, that's pretty clean too. Now I went ahead and accidentally made it a pickle. Okay, this is a solid right here. I thought this is a really good idea. Instead of a pickleball, I accidentally put pickle, and look what it created. I think this is a really good idea. So I left it in here. I was like, this is good. That's a good idea. So you can see how cool that is. I basically put the same exact prompt, but I just put pickle, okay, instead of pickleball. As you see over here, but you can see smiling pickleball, okay, it says smiling pickle. So that's the only thing I did, but it worked. It came out really good. A solid idea. Next one, the Regal Beagle, Santa Monica, California. The Regal Beagle, you're seeing, so the sunset, the Beagle, Santa Monica, California. All right, come down. You can see like the retro style look. You know, this is missing. The BSR is not populating for some reason. 1 million BSR is pretty high, but let's see what, you know, we have a result of 93, and you're gonna see this is like a pretty new niche. I would Regal Beagle, double check this too. I'm not sure if this slipped by, but maybe double check this right here. Well, obviously when you're looking at these designs, I'm sharing them with you. You don't want to copy the exact designs that I'm sharing with you. I'm sharing these designs with you, give me an idea like what's selling and what people are buying, and your goal is to come up with a different angle on this. Now, one thing is mixing up the different dog breeds. That's one thing I would do. When it comes to anything like this, the first thing I think about is like, how am I going to switch this up to be different from everyone else? And just Regal Beagle obviously kind of rhymes. Now, what else can I do here? This is the next thing I'm thinking about. Okay, what else works here? And come over here. This is the prompt idea that I put in, and the Regal Beagle, Santa Monica, California. See that Beagle, and a cute little dog. Next one. Imagine a country so great, even the people who hate it refuse to leave. 4th of July. Now this is big right here, because when you can create something that, this is on the back of the t-shirt too. It says right on back. So when you create something like this, and you can create an emotion based off of, you know, how you feel. This is one way to create a top selling design in a niche. You want to think about like what you can do. So one thing is they're building a 40,000 acre AI data center in Utah right now. Okay. And they got approved, and they're going through the whole process. There are people that are protesting that. They do not want that to happen. Okay. I was just doing research the other day. I was like, okay, this would be a good idea. There's several different design ideas and angles that you can create around that, because people don't want that to happen. So you'll see people in articles or images that are wearing t-shirts or holding up signs. I've talked about this plenty of times on this channel, is understanding that. If you can understand that, you can create a really cool design, and someone's on an article wearing your t-shirt. That's one way to create a viral design. Now, especially creating some type of design or emotion going into 4th of July, right? This is a big event coming up. I think it's 250 years, right? Or something like that. I believe that is. And we researched it in the past video. But something like this is big. So if you can create, like, you're creating that emotion to someone that's very proud and they want to wear something, that can, you know, that's definitely something that's going to make a lot of sales. And you can see that, look at this. You can see that how far it's trending, and it's starting to rank into the algorithm. And then when we get closer and closer to 4th of July, this might be one of those ones that takes off from the looks of it, so that you're aware. That you're aware of this. This might be one of those ones. Okay, this is this actually, it makes a statement here. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see. Look, there's some other ones that are having decent sales, but American shirts for 4th of July seem to be doing really good. Imagine a country so great, even the people t-shirt will result over 1,000. Don't be afraid of something like this, because this niche is probably gonna get so much traffic right here, especially when we're getting closer and closer to the days. We're not even, we're almost 2 months, a month and a half out. Definitely gonna crush. Come over here. We look at this prompt idea, and when I'm sharing this with you too as well, guys, everything's gonna be down below in the description. You can download this with all the prompts and all the information down below, so you can see everything. Here, let me grab this over right here so you see exactly what I'm talking about. This is going to be down below in the description. It's going to come with the niche, okay, the competition score, the link, the ideas to boost your sales, and then the prompt suggestion right there. So all that's going to be down below. You can have access to all of that. Now we come over here. Imagine a country so great, even the people who hate it refuse to leave. See the eagle popping out of the flag, eagle popping out of the flag. All right. Okay, next one. In a world full of grandmas B.A. Mimi. There's so different ways of calling grandma or grandma, right? In a world full of grandmas, B.A. Mimi. Mother's Day t-shirt. I think I'm saying that right. Come down. Now this is so Mother's Day, but this is like one of those designs that's going to be like an evergreen style design because it's going to make sales throughout the whole year, I believe, especially for like grandma's birthday or for, you know, Christmas. This is going to work really well. We come over here, we have, and there's this one too as well. This one's a solid one too. Come over here, we have a result of $397 and get an idea of all the other ones here. Okay. And then we come over here, look at the prompt idea that I put in, right? Okay. In a world full of grandmas, B.A. Mimi. All right. Yeah. And let's go ahead and take, so, and also too, like I said, if you have been following along with me, we just passed over 2,000. So we're at 2020. Like I said, you get access to over 20 niches every single week. This is the top research design vault. This is going to be down below in the description. I'm also going to have the free version of everything we went over in this video, so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. But this one's going to have a little bit more details, and you get access to more of basically everything on the back end, which is really good. Okay. So one thing I've always done over the years is over deliver and try as best as possible over deliver, because if you understand how to do research, it's going to make a big difference in your business and help you make even more money with your print on demand. So, and then understanding different design concepts, understanding how to do research is a big thing. So even just, you know, signing up for a month and understanding, oh, wow, this is how the research is done. This is what I need to do. And this is how you need to implement with your business. By all means, do that so you can get an idea. Because like I said, this is going to help you understand how to do research. And it's very, very powerful. And if you want more research done for you like this, okay, I do this every single week. So make sure you subscribe with notification bells on. If you got value out of this video, only thing I ask you is to smash that like button, because I'll be dropping more low competition niches next week. And then if you need more, watch this video right here. This is last week's video where I go over more low competition niche research. Peace out.